become a carnivore, and what did you actually do? And let's talk about the changes that you saw and observed.
Okay, so the main reason was just my depression was at its worst. So I was actually suicidal and on medication. And then I said I'd give the carnivore a go just to see if it could help with that. So once I started adding steak in, I immediately felt way better. And I
Wow.
think that for me, beef helped my mental health so much that I can never not have beef now because I just it's noticed myself days that I'd have less start to get sad for no reason. So
Start to get what again?
upset or down for no reason. Yeah.
Perfect. میگن که چیزی که باعث شد که رژیم کارنیور رو داشته باشن و استیک خیلی کمکشون کرد این هست که حالت افسردگی داشتن و حالت خودکشی داشتن و بیف بهشون خیلی کمک کرده و گوشت گاو بسیار بهشون کمک کرده. همین الان هم وقتی که کم میخورن حالت ناراحتی براشون بهشون دست میده. All right, great story. What else? Did you have any skin issues before that or stomach? I know you mentioned gut injury or gut problems. Did meat help you heal those problems too?
Yeah, I was getting really confused for the last kind of year because my weight kept going up, even though I was like exercising 2 hours a day. Um, and what I realized was it wasn't weight gain, it was a lot of inflammation. So I always kind of had like sore fingers, but I found that like having something like asparagus would swell them up. That's what I noticed on the vegan keto. The greens were actually making me a lot worse and really swelling my stomach out. I think the very first week I went carnivore, I lost 10 inches and 7 pounds. So it
First
was just
week.
the first week, and it was just all inflammation. My chin
Wow.
was huge. Yeah. I lost something like I want to say 16 pounds the first month. Just
16.
and I don't even think it was weight. I think it was more inflammation than anything else.
You lost a
Um,
lot of water weight, I guess.
yeah,
First
but
month,
it was
16 pounds.
yeah.
اوکی خب زمانی که کیتوی وجیتریان بودن تورم بسیار شدیدی داشتن اطراف شکمشون، تورم روی دستاشون داشتن، دستاشون رو خیلی به سختی تکون میدادن، مخصوصا منشن کردن که اسپرگس که میخوردن این حالت رو میگرفتن. و چیزی که خیلی جالب بود you said 18 how much size did you lose on the first week?
Oh, 10 or 7 pounds in the first week, 16 altogether, and like 10 inches
10
more.
inches around.
13, 13 inches. Oh, between my stomach, my thighs, my hips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So
it was
how
13 inches in the end. Yeah.
oh okay, so total of 10 inches everywhere.
13, the first
13.
week?
Yes.
Yeah, 13, 13
Half.
everywhere.
awesome. هفته اول 7 پوند که تقریبا فکر کنم 3 کیلو میشه 3 کیلو از دست دادن بلافاصله. وقتی که ویگن کیتو بودن وزنشون همیشه داشت بالا میرفت و نمیدونستن واقعا دلیلش چیه و بعد متوجه شدن که خیلی حالت تورم دارن. هفته اولی که کارنیور شدن 7 پوند یعنی 2 کیلو از دست دادن. 13 اینچ در کل بدنشون، بازوها، پاها، روناشون، کمرشون، دور باسنشون 13 در هفته اول 13 اینچ از دست دادن. در ماه اول 16 پوند از دست دادن. Were you any happier within the
So
first month?
yeah, I really was. And I had been on like the maximum dose of antidepressants for about a year and a half, and I got off of them within 4 months.
Wow.
And I do,
Did you have a jump of stopping it or you gradually reduced the dose?
I just stopped. Like I probably should have gradually reduced, but I kind of was just I was feeling so good, and I just didn't.
Okay, I think she's breaking now. من از فرصت استفاده بکنم که میگم در فرصت 4 ماه دیگه قرصای دیپرشنش رو به طور کامل گذاشتن کنار. خندیدن گفتن که شاید باید یواش یواش میذاشتم کنار ولی انقدر حالم خوب بود که کل قرصای دیپرشنم رو به طور کامل گذاشتم کنار. Yeah, we lost you. خب امیدوارم که زیاد اونقدر انگلیسی نباشه و اذیت نشده باشید. سلام، من 3 سال خامگیاخوار بودم. من کلی اینو خوندم تا تونستم بگم خگخ یعنی چی. و 1 سال برگشتم خامگیاخوار بودم و گاهی پخت خاری میکردم. 10 اضافه وزن پیدا کردم و 2 هفته کیتو شدم و این رژیم رو رعایت کردم که دلدردهای شدید شدم و معلوم شد کیسه صفرام سنگ داره. حالا من متوجه راستیتش نشدم که منظور شما در رژیم کیتو اینجوری شدید. البته قاعدتا وقتی 10 روزه که سنگ چیز نمیاره اثرش خوش حداقل فکر کنم منظورتون بوده که بر اثر اینکه مدت ها گیاهخواری انجام ده، چون 10 روزه که آدم صفرا نمیگیره با رعایت رژیم. All right, we have you on again. I took the advantage. I took the advantage to translate. Pretty good.
Okay.
Awesome. Somebody had in comments that she was eating. She was a raw eater, vegan eater, and then she gained 10 kilograms, which is probably 22 pounds. And then, yeah, she was talking about her experience. But go ahead on. We're listening. So carnivore looks like it's working for you. And what do you tell your vegan brothers and sisters? Because I understand that a lot of us, especially you, when come out of being a vegan or being a vegetarian, we get a lot of attacks. And we're trying to educate people. We're not trying to push them to eat. And I'm going to give you a little bit of what's going on back home in Iran. There is a very strong trend, and it's being pushed by the celebrities, especially in Iran. And they go hand in hand with being more modern and being elite part of the society. And veganism is a brand now. And it's because we're traditionally and religiously, we're meat lovers. And we are traditionally a good example of nose to tail eaters. But that trend right now, it's taking place and it's going hand to hand, and they're talking about how meat is poison. What do you have to tell us, or in your experience? Mike is yours.
I think the most important thing is you can find any information online to back up both arguments. And if the scientists are fighting with each other, like what hope do we have? So my main thing would be like, listen to your body. Your body will tell you. So when I was having such bad reaction, like now I still have some fruit, but I won't touch vegetables again because they hurt me so much. And I think me being in Ireland, like I work better on certain foods, while people from other parts of the country would work better on other foods as well. Like over here, we never should have had bananas or pineapple or coconut. Like they would just never grow naturally here. So I think my tolerance for those would be lower than, someone say in Miami or California where they have the dates and everything like that. So I think it's just everyone needs to work out what works well for them and not just follow somebody else blindly.
ازشون پرسیدم که در ایران جدیدن یک جریانی شروع شده که همه مردم رو به ویجیتریان دارن سوق میدن و اون رو پیوند زدن با مدرنیته و هر کس با کلاستر باشه به اصطلاح خودمونی میگن که ویجیتریان باشه و اینها، و این مقدار از لحاظ سلبریتی ها هم داره تبلیغ میشه در دنیای مجازی. گفتن که در هر دو صورتش وگان و اینکه کارنیور باشید، هر دو تا در گوگل بگردید، هر دو تا آرگومنت و هر دو تا مقاله در موردش هست و بهترین راه این هستش که به صدای بدن خودتون گوش کنید. ایشون به صدای بدن خودشون گوش میدن و در ایرلند که زندگی میکنن به هیچ عنوان دیگه به خاطر که برای بدنشون بد هست سراغ سبزیجات نخواهند هست، ولی کارنیوری که اجرا میکنن و این خیلی جالبه، یه مقدار میوه میخورن چون برای بدنشون کارنیوری لازم هستش که میوه بخورن. I was just expressing on how interesting it is that you are on carnivore diet, but you're having a little bit of fruits. My next thing is that why should I be ashamed if I was an ex-vegan or I feel sick, whether I'm in carnivore or whether I'm in vegan? Should I be afraid of people's judgment? Because you have a post on that. You were talking about how you were judged and all that.
Yeah, I got a lot of hate from random people, and then all these people that were meant to be my vegan friends just stopped being friends because I was no longer vegan anymore. So I just kept posting my own journey. Like I wasn't telling, everybody you have to eat like me. So I just said this is what I'm doing, and I got a lot of people messaging saying that they were afraid to come out as ex-vegan, or to eat things around other people. Like they either were living with their sickness or eating their meat like in shame and in private. And I thought that was really, really sad because if you're doing something for your health, especially if it's your mental health, the last thing you want is then people judging you and making you feel even worse for it. Um, so I think we need to talk more about it so that it's less of a stigma because you do get a lot more hate as an ex-vegan than, someone that just eats meat.
گفتن که من خیلی تنفر به سمتم میاد و اینکه تصمیمو گرفتم و تو پیجم اعلام میکنم و کمک میکنم که چجوری باشه. یه قسمت از صحبتشون رو حواسم پرت شد، داشتم یاد برمی داشتم از سوالی که داشتن و اینکه داشتن میگفتن که نباید ashamed باشیم از تصمیمی که برای بدنتون میگیرید، مخصوصا اگر که ربطی داشته باشه به مسائل روانیتون. Somebody asked what type of fruits do you eat in carnivore? And how often, I guess. That part was my question.
Okay, well, I don't have like so much a day. What I did is just because I used to have an eating disorder before, I've said no food is off limits. So sometimes I might want apple, blueberries, or some sweet potatoes or something, and I'll just have them then because I'm very much into the whole no shame for what you're eating. But I kind of go more as a meat-based person. I don't want to be kind of labeled too much carnivore keto just because I've seen the a lot of carnivores are becoming a bit militant. So
A lot
they're
of carnivores, what again?
they're becoming a bit more like judgmental, strict. Like you
Yeah.
just have to have meat and water. You're bad if you don't, or you're bad if you have dairy, or you're bad if you want a slice of cake for your birthday. And I think that's going to lead into either people not trying it, other more eating disorders, or just a lot of like secret eating, and shame. So I'm trying to break all that and go, look, I'm meat based. I'm going to have a cake on my birthday. And if I want to have an apple, like if an apple stops me having a chocolate bar, I'm gonna go with something like the apple. Like that's just
Okay.
my yeah.
To cut the craving for the chocolate bar. That's a better
Yeah,
choice.
yeah, I think so too. So I will have it, and I might only sometimes I might have something once a week, and then I might go months without having anything.
Awesome. پس بنابراین گفتن که من بعضی وقتا سیب میخورم و remind me to tell you about how I'm getting judged by very traditional keto pages back home. After I translate. میگم بعضی وقتا یه دونه سیب میخورم و یه مقدار مثلا بلوبری میخورم و خیلی وقتا هم از این ورم میگن کارنیورهایی که من هستم میگن نمیتونی بخوری، نباید این کار انجام میدادی و اینکه از طرف اونا هم جاج میشه و قضاوت میشه، ولی کار خودشو میکنه، چیزی که برای بدنش خوبه. اگر که یک سیب باعث میشه که یه دونه بار شکلات رو نخوره، قاعدتا چویس بهتر رو انتخاب میکنه و سیب رو میخوره. Yeah, the other day I was talking about how if you want to provide electrolytes, eat natural. Eat real food. You don't need to mix lemon and apple vinegar and tartar powder with a little bit of salt. That's one way of doing it, but don't make it a habit. Don't do it every day. And a lot of people were talking about older pages. We're talking about he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't know. You're losing a lot of weight when you drink water weight, and along with that, you're using electrolytes and you're drinking coffee with it. He doesn't know keto truly. So judgmental, I guess it's everywhere in every type of eating and lifestyle, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of like someone has decided that this is, whatever diet they're on is the right way, and now everybody has to eat the same, which is, it's just crazy because that's never going to happen. There's never going to be one thing that the whole world eats. Yeah.
ازشون سوال کردم، گفتم که اتفاقا در مورد قضاوت کردن که توی پیج ایرانی هم به من سر همون محلول الکترولایت گفته بودم نخورید. من گفتم این حالیش نیست، نمیدونه درباره چی صحبت کنه و ایشون هم گفتش که آره در هر گروهی آدمایی هستن که قضاوت خواهد کرد. I'm gonna go with your last words before we get to questions. I'm gonna start the questions what do you suggest if there is anything you want to add to what we already discussed?
Oh no, I'm good. I'll let you take control.
Okay. All right. So بچه اگه سوالی دارید من در خدمتتون هستم. واقعا افرادی بودن که با گیاهخواری بیماری خاصشون درمان پیدا کنه. They asked, are there any group of people where they were able to cure any type of sickness purely with being a vegan or eating vegetables?
I don't know, because for me, I think like I always only talk about my own experience. So I think vegan helped in a way that I cut out a lot of processed junk, and I started feeling better at the start. So I think that that's more the elimination of bad things. And if plants and fruits were really good, I'd have continued to get better every single year, but I didn't. I started to decline. Um, but as for other people, I I haven't come across anyone that has.
میگن که من خودم شخصا من از اکسپریانس خودم میگم، تجربه خودم میگم و اینکه در مورد کسای دیگه واقعا اطلاع خاصی ندارم. خلاصه حرفی که زدن این بود. What type of oils they're saying you're using?
I don't use any oil. I use the drippings from my bacon to cook
Oh, nice.
my
گفتن
eggs in.
هیچ گفتن که من هیچ روغن خاصی رو مصرف نمی کنم و اینکه روغن در اومده از بیکن هم استفاده می کنم. So no tallow?
No, no,
Okay.
I use bacon. Sometimes I'll use ghee, but since I
Ghee.
started using the bacon drippings, I've kind of like the ghee is just sitting in the fridge.
بهشون گفتم که روغن طلا یا گوسفند و اینا که خودمون استفاده میکنیم نمیخورن. گفتن نه. I did cover my steak with bacon oil yesterday. It felt like I was having bacon with it. It was amazing.
Yeah.
So I agree with you. Yeah, there are a lot of. How did you feel? Were you when you first became a vegetarian and vegan? Did you feel you had more energy? Because
Well, I know.
it's been claimed by vegetarians for longest ever that you're gonna have a lot more energy once you are poisonless. That's meat, according to them.
I think you have a lot more energy because you're just having a lot more sugar. Like I was having 2,000 calories a day from fruit, and then I was having 1,000 calories worth of vegetables. So it was the whole like, 14 bananas a day at the start because that was what Freely said to do. And then afterwards it was just my own fruit and stuff. But like I'd have so much fruit that's where all the
Okay.
energy came from. Yeah.
میگن انرژی بسیار بالایی که میاد یقینا از شکر بالایی هستش که تو سبزیجات و میوه‌جاتی که میخورید. Did you say 14 a day bananas?
Yeah. At the
باشون
start.
چه at the start میگن در شروعش 14 تا موز میخوردم. خب قاعدتا وقتی این مقدار شکر میخوری قاعدتا انرژیت بالا خواهد بود. Are you worried about your having a heart attack with the amount of oil and saturated oil that we eat on carnivore diet
No, not
and
at
high
all.
cholesterol?
No, with the cholesterol, from what I have researched, but then again, the way there'll always be different claims, is our body naturally makes cholesterol. So if we ingest it, it just makes less rather than there being too more. So apparently 70% of people that works perfectly for. And then there's 30% of people that just a hormonal imbalance or something like that. They're the people then that would have issues and but they would always have issues no matter what they were eating or what diet they were on. Now, how true that is, or if people want to say that's wrong, that's okay. But I'm not worried.
70% of people, they're good when you bring the cholesterol intake, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 70%. Like it's a rough estimate. It was just research I was doing myself. So because our body makes it, it just has a built-in system of knowing, okay, we've consumed X amount of cholesterol, so I only need to make this amount.
Okay.
When it's not broken. And then if there was something wrong hormonally or something with us, that's when we'd have too much cholesterol because we're eating it and producing it. We haven't, there's no signal to stop producing.
And a lot of it comes when it gets oxidized, when it combines with sugar. When you have a body with a lot of sugar and you're not cutting down on carbs,
Yeah, you're meant to keep you can I think it's like you're okay if you're doing high fat, but not if you're doing high fat with sugar, that they
yeah.
react together. Yeah.
گفتن که 70% آدم ها وقتی که کلسترول بالای مصرف میکنن اصلا داخل کیتو هم نباشن تقریبا اوکی هستن، حتی داخل کیتو نباشن 10%شون هستن که مشکلات هورمونی براشون ایجاد خواهد شد و اینکه اگر که شکر در بدنشون وجود نداشته باشه و کار وجود نداشته باشه قاعدتا این درصد کمتر هم خواهد شد. So um, these are all high blood pressure.
No. I had my blood pressure was low as when I was vegan, so I even fainted once or twice. And now I'm fine.
So Ganoderma, have you heard about it?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Because somebody was insisting to ask that every 5 comments. Are you worried about your salt intake? Because we put a lot of salt, good salt, on our meat. Is that going to cause you high blood pressure?
I don't put salt on my meat. I just put salt on my eggs. I think that I tried putting pink Himalayan salt on my steak and I just didn't like it. But I eat a lot of bacon, so I think that I get my salt through the bacon that way. And my body kind of just lets me know, like, if something is too salty, I don't want to have it. And I just really listen to my system, so I don't feel worried about anything.
میگن که من روی گوشتم نمک نمیریزم و روی تخم مرغم میریزم ولی مقدار زیادی بیکن استفاده میکنم و بیکن خب شوره دیگه و اون جبران میشه و در جمع سعی میکنم که به صدای بدنم گوش بدم و ببینم بدنم چه احتیاجی خواهد داشت. Do you want to pick some of the questions? You said you know Persian, didn't you?
I'd be like, this picture looks nice, go with that.
You know, you have to read it from right to left, right? Did you know that?
I could be upside down, but I just I wouldn't know.
Yeah, so they're talking about no استفاده نمیکنن از گانودرما. من ازشون پرسیدم این چیز مزخرفی هست اصلا نمیدونم خودم چرا از پرسیدم انقدر که اصرار کردید پرسیدم. I think that's about it. Thank you for hopping on. Do you count calories?
I am at the moment. So at the start I didn't. I just listened to my hunger cues, but it's really cheesy. I'm going to a convention in May and I want to cosplay as someone, so I need to lose a little bit of body fat. So I'm just counting my calories for that. But what I do is I normally track for a week, see what type of food I'm having, and then kind of have that roughly every day until I want to change it again, and I won't count.
میگن که من کالری شماری رو الان در حال حاضر دارم انجام میدم به خاطری که بعد یه مقدار وزن از دست بدم به خاطر کانونشنی که میخوام برم. When you say calorie counting, are you talking about macros? You're counting the macros or you're strictly counting calories? Because on keto for longest, just to clarify, because I've been telling people, don't worry about the calorie, count macros and try to put the nutrients in your body.
I'm doing a mix of both. So I want to make sure I'm getting enough calories that I'm not under eating, and then I'm trying to just keep the carbs low. So I did a what I eat in a day video yesterday over on my YouTube, but it ended up working out as about 1,600 and something calories at the moment, and it's around 60% fat, 35% protein, and the rest is carbs.
Okay. And do you mind if I ask you, how much grams of protein do you consume? Because back home, we're not consuming enough protein. And I'm just going to tell that straight, whether they like it or not.
Yeah,
Under 50 grams a day is not enough for a woman.
Oh, no, I'm on about 113.
100 how much?
113.
113. 113. اوکی. من ازشون پرسیدم گفتم بله در حال حاضر کالری رو میشمارم ولی دوتاشو رو میشمارم کاربم رو زیر 20 گرم نگه میدارم 65% یعنی همون ماکرو شماری 65% فتم و بقیه‌اش هم پروتئین میگیرم. ازشون پرسیدم که ما بسیار از خانم ها در داخل ایران خیلی پروتئین کم مصرف میکنن مثلا هولوش 50 گرم گفتن نه من پروتئینم 113 گرمه تازه اندامشون رو ببینید چقدر لاغر هستن 113 گرم پروتئین در روز مصرف میکنن. Uh, Let me check if there are any other questions related to. Um, and what is your goal? They said. What is your goal in for your body? What is your body goal?
Just leanness. So I don't care what the weighing scale says. I just want to be lean. Yeah.
So you just want میگن که میخوام تناسب اندام داشته باشم. Do you want to build up muscles? I
Yeah.
understand you? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I want to gain muscle. So at the moment it's like I'm not overweight, but I'm kind of skinny fat. I don't have the muscle tone. So
Mhm,
even if the scale went up a couple of pounds or kgs, that doesn't bother me as long as I'm,
mhm.
gaining the muscle and the loose kind of soft kind of softness is gone. Yeah.
اوکی. بدن قسمت شل بدنشون رو میخوان از دست بدن. پرسیده بودید چقدر کالری، من یادم رفت ترجمه کنم، گفتن 1600 کالری در روز تقریبا. و گفتن که من دوست دارم زیاد اونقدر ماسل ندارم، دوست دارم مایچه اضافه بکنم و اینکه دوست دارم این مقدار جمع و جورتر بشم و قسمت هایی که بدنم نرمه به مایچه تبدیل بشه. Do you care about BMI? Just out
Sorry?
of BMI?
No, no, I
No.
don't.
Good.
No.
Good.
Yeah. No, I don't care because when I had my eating disorder, it would have said I was a normal weight, but I wasn't being healthy. And then if as long as I'm being healthy, it can say I'm overweight and I won't mind.
ازشون پرسیدم شاخص بی ام آی که میگن اگر اینقدر قد داری بعد اینقدر وزن داشته باشی، به شدت گفتن نه. دوتامون رو سرمون تکون داریم. گفت زمانی که من ناسالم بودم بی ام آی هم بر اساس بی ام آی جایگاه خوب بودم ولی اصلا سالم نبودم. بی ام آی رو در نظر نگیرید و اون در روز هست 113 گرم پروتئین، نه 130 گرم در روز. uh, that would be it, I guess. Thank you very much.
No, thank
um,
you.
we're hoping that you would succeed and reach your goals and accomplish on daily basis. Love your page. Please follow her, and you have a wonderful Saturday evening.
You too, and thanks so much for having me on.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye. Bye.